Could the seal of BAAL be more than just an evil symbol? This ancient sigil is shrouded in mystery and misconception, but what if it holds a long-forgotten power? Is it a misunderstood icon, a gateway to forgotten energies, or a dangerous trap waiting to be sprung? BAAL, a deity worshipped across the ancient Near East, has been vilified for centuries, but the seal that bears his name carries echoes of a more complex past. This symbol, found in various forms throughout history, is far more than just a representation of evil. What if there were clues embedded in the seal that would unlock mysteries about ancient religion, power, and the very nature of good and evil itself? It is important to separate fact from fiction and uncover the truth behind this enigmatic emblem. In this video, we promise to explore the true meaning and purpose of the seal of BAAL, separating centuries of speculation from historical fact. We will uncover the surprising connections to other cultures and explore why this symbol, despite its negative connotations, is still in use today. The role of BAAL as a protector, provider, and source of fertility has been deliberately hidden, and we will explore these alternative interpretations, challenging common misconceptions along the way. By the end of this video, you will be able to discern the truth from centuries of speculation. Therefore, our core argument is to deconstruct the common misconceptions surrounding BAAL and reveal the truth about the seal's original purpose, its intended function, and the power it was meant to wield. Understanding the historical and cultural context of the seal is critical to understanding the civilization that revered it. We will explore the history of BAAL worship, the intricate symbolism embedded within the seal, its modern interpretations, and the potential power that it may hold. Now it is understandable to associate BAAL with evil and demonology, given his negative portrayal in the Bible and popular culture. However, this video will offer a more nuanced and balanced perspective, drawing upon historical evidence and scholarly research to paint a more complete picture. By exploring the seal of BAAL, we are not just examining an ancient symbol, but also gaining insight into the beliefs, fears, and aspirations of entire civilizations. This journey will give us invaluable insight into ancient cultures and our own. So let's begin by exploring the origins of BAAL worship and the intricate symbolism embedded within the seal. We must first understand the culture that gave birth to BAAL to unlock the secrets of the seal. Let's explore the mystery surrounding the seal of BAAL. As we begin to unlock the secrets of the seal of BAAL, it is important to remember that this is not merely an exploration of ancient history. We are embarking on a journey to understand the very foundations of belief, power, and the forces that have shaped civilizations. But what was the seal actually used for? Was it a mark of devotion, a tool for manipulation, or something far more complex? The answer, as we will discover, is deeply intertwined with BAAL's multifaceted role in ancient pantheons and societies. One of the first things to understand about BAAL is that he was not a singular, monolithic deity. BAAL, meaning Lord or Master, was a title applied to various local gods throughout the ancient Near East. Each BAAL possessed unique attributes, functions, and spheres of influence, reflecting the specific needs and beliefs of the communities that worshipped them. This presents a challenge in our understanding. How do we sort through the many BAALs to uncover the true meaning of the seal? This is where a careful examination of historical context becomes essential. BAAL worship originated in ancient Canaan, a region encompassing present-day Israel, Palestine, Lebanon, and parts of Syria and Jordan. Its roots can be traced back to earlier Mesopotamian and Levantan religious traditions, where similar storm gods and fertility deities were venerated. These earlier Semitic religions provided a foundation upon which the cult of BAAL would later flourish, adapting and evolving to meet the changing needs of Canaanite society. The Ugaritic texts, discovered in modern-day Syria, provide invaluable insight into the mythology and rituals associated with BAAL during this period. As agriculture became increasingly important to the Canaanite economy, BAAL rose to prominence as a powerful storm god, fertility god, and protector of agriculture. The previous hunter-gatherer deities, once seen as vital to survival, were gradually overshadowed by Baal, who was believed to control the life-giving rains, ensuring bountiful harvests and the prosperity of the land. This shift reflected a fundamental transformation in Canaanite society, as communities transitioned from nomadic lifestyles to settled agricultural communities. Therefore, Baal filled a new need, embodying the hopes and fears of a people increasingly dependent on the rhythms of nature. Baal's cultural significance extended far beyond the realm of agriculture. He was also revered as a divine king, a warrior god, and a symbol of power and authority. In Canaanite mythology, Baal was often depicted battling other gods, such as Yam, the god of the sea, and Mo, the god of death, to assert his dominance and maintain cosmic order. These epic tales reflected the Canaanite worldview, where life was seen as a constant struggle between opposing forces. But it was Baal's role to bring balance and stability to the world. The worship of Baal eventually spread beyond Canaan, reaching other cultures in the Near East and Mediterranean regions. As Baal's influence expanded, his name and attributes often changed, reflecting the unique beliefs and customs of the adopting cultures. In Egypt, for example, Baal was often identified with Seth, the god of chaos and storms, while in Phoenicia, he was known as Baal Shaman, the lord of the heavens. Despite these variations, the core essence of Baal remained the same, embodying power, fertility, and protection. Now let's deconstruct the seal of Baal, identifying its key symbols, geometric shapes, and iconographic elements. Seals of Baal are varied and many, but certain components are often found. The bull, a symbol of strength and virility, frequently appears, representing Baal's power and fertility. Lightning bolts, often depicted as jagged lines or stylized arrows, symbolize his role as a storm god. Geometric shapes, such as circles, triangles, and squares, may also be incorporated, representing cosmic forces, divine realms, or sacred spaces. But what could it all mean when arranged as a seal? The symbolism associated with each element of the seal of Baal is deeply rooted in ancient Canaanite culture and religion. The bull, for example, was not only a symbol of physical strength, but also a representation of agricultural abundance and fertility. Lightning bolts symbolized Baal's power to unleash storms, bringing life-giving rains to the parched land. Geometric shapes, arranged in specific patterns, may have represented the interconnectedness of the cosmos, reflecting the Canaanite belief in a divine order governing the natural world. But its specific meaning is still debated. Throughout history, the seal of Baal has taken various forms, reflecting the diverse interpretations and beliefs of the cultures that adopted it. Some seals depict Baal as a majestic figure, enthroned and wielding a thunderbolt, while others portray him as a bull, symbolizing his fertility and power. Still, other seals incorporate abstract symbols and geometric shapes, representing the more esoteric aspects of Baal worship. What are we to make of these differences and similarities between them? It is essential to address the common misconception that all seals of Baal are the same. The diversity of symbols and their meanings reflect the nuanced understanding of Baal across different regions and time periods. Attributing a singular meaning to all seals of Baal would be an oversimplification, ignoring the rich tapestry of ancient beliefs and practices. Understanding this diversity is essential to truly understanding the seal. There are numerous examples of ancient seals and artifacts depicting Baal, found at archaeological sites such as Ugarit, Byblos, and Tyre. These artifacts, often housed in museum collections around the world, provide invaluable insights into the iconography and symbolism associated with Baal worship. Baal statues are very commonly found at these sites, and their depiction often is seen with the seal somewhere nearby. These archaeological finds offer tangible evidence of Baal's importance in ancient societies. The Ugaritic Baal cycle, a collection of ancient texts discovered in Ugarit, provides vivid descriptions of Baal's attributes, powers, and role in mythology. Passages from these texts describe Baal as a powerful warrior, a benevolent ruler, and a life-giving force, battling against the forces of chaos and death to ensure the prosperity of the world. These passages provide a glimpse into the Canaanite worldview. This cycle is vital to understanding Baal. Historical accounts and scholarly research suggest that the seal of Baal was used in religious rituals and ceremonies, often as a focal point for invoking Baal's power and seeking his blessings. The ceremony practices often involved sacrifices, libations, and prayers, all aimed at appeasing the god and ensuring his continued favor. The seal, therefore, served as a conduit between the human and divine realms, facilitating communication and exchange. But the specifics of these ceremonies are debated. Baal imagery was also widely used in ancient art and architecture, adorning temples, palaces, and other public buildings. Visual examples include depictions of Baal wielding a thunderbolt, riding a bull, or battling other gods, serving as powerful symbols of divine authority and royal power. Images of examples of buildings adorned with the seal are still being found today, and they can be seen across the Levant. It is impossible to understand the culture without understanding the art. The symbolic meaning of the seal of Baal is intrinsically linked to Baal's multifaceted role as a storm god, fertility god, and protector of agriculture. The bull symbolizes his strength and virility, the lightning bolt represents his power over storms, and the geometric shapes reflect the cosmic order he embodies. Together, these elements create a powerful symbol of divine authority and natural abundance. But does it have a deeper meaning? The seal of Baal can be interpreted as a representation of the cosmic forces that govern the natural world, reflecting the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth. The changing seasons, the ebb and flow of the tides, and the constant cycle of growth and decay all mirrored the power and control of Baal. Through understanding the seal, you could perhaps understand and maybe even control the world around you. It is this idea that made it so popular. As a symbol of power, authority, and divine kingship, the seal of Baal reflects the close relationship between religion and politics in ancient societies. Kings and rulers often invoked Baal's name and adopted his symbols to legitimize their rule and assert their authority over their subjects. The seal, therefore, became a potent emblem of both spiritual and temporal power, reinforcing the social hierarchy and maintaining order. The seal on a signet ring could make it clear that this person was royalty. Ultimately, the seal of Baal serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness between humans, nature, and the divine, emphasizing the importance of maintaining balance and harmony. By understanding the symbols and rituals associated with Baal, the ancient Canaanites sought to align themselves with the cosmic order, ensuring their continued prosperity and well-being. It's something modern people would do well to remember. However, it's important to acknowledge the negative portrayals of Baal in the Hebrew Bible and other religious texts. These depictions, often demonizing Baal as a false god and a rival to Yahweh, reflect the historical and cultural context of the ancient Near East, where competing religious traditions often clashed. Many monotheistic religions tend to demonize earlier deities, and this is just another example. It is important to view these stories in context. Critics often viewed Baal worship as a form of idolatry and paganism, concerns that stemmed from the perspective of monotheistic religions, which viewed polytheistic practices as a deviation from the one true God. From the viewpoint of a monotheistic religion looking at a polytheistic one, the worship of multiple gods was seen as a grave sin, leading to condemnation and persecution. But the polytheistic worshippers may have seen it differently. There are potential dangers of misinterpreting the seal of Baal outside of the historical context and without scholarly research. Modern interpretations of the seal, often divorced from their original meaning, can lead to misunderstandings and misrepresentations. It is crucial to approach ancient symbols with caution and respect. We must take into account the culture from which they originated. While much has been discovered about the Seal of Baal, there are still many mysteries and unanswered questions surrounding its true meaning and purpose. Despite the wealth of archaeological evidence and textual sources, certain aspects of Baal worship remain shrouded in obscurity. The mystery surrounding it only adds to the mystique. There is much more to find out. Despite these counterarguments, it remains crucial to understand the Seal of Baal within its historical and cultural context, recognizing the diversity of interpretations and perspectives that have shaped its meaning over time. By acknowledging these nuances, we can avoid simplistic or biased interpretations and gain a more complete understanding of this complex symbol. We must remember the full history of the seal. Baal was a complex and multifaceted deity with diverse attributes and functions. From his role as a storm god and fertility god to his symbolic association with power, authority, and divine kingship, Baal embodied a wide range of values and beliefs that were central to ancient Canaanite society. He was a symbol of so much to these people. Therefore, understanding him is key. The Seal of Baal is more than just a symbol of evil. It is a representation of cosmic forces, power, and authority. By understanding its symbolism and meaning, we can gain valuable insights into the beliefs, fears, and aspirations of the ancient civilizations that revered it. It's a glimpse into the past that is invaluable to understanding our own lives. It is significant to understand ancient symbols and beliefs to better understand human history and culture. By studying the Seal of Baal and other ancient symbols, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the rich tapestry of human experience, recognizing the shared values and beliefs that have connected people across time and space. But there is much more to learn. Now we begin to transition to the modern interpretations and uses of the Seal of Baal, but it is important to consider that the seal is not just a relic of the past, but does it still hold power and influence today? What we will uncover is even more shocking than the ancient history we've just explored. Are modern practitioners using the seal in a way that honors its origins, or are they twisting it for their own purposes? While we have examined the ancient roots and symbolism of the Seal of Baal, the story doesn't end there. The seal has found new life, and perhaps even new power in the modern world, adapted and reinterpreted by various esoteric traditions, and even finding its way into popular culture. Is this evolution a natural progression, a testament to the seal's enduring power, or does it dilute its original meaning, transforming it into something unrecognizable, even trivial? The journey of the Seal of Baal from the ancient Near East to the modern era is a fascinating tale of cultural transmission, adaptation, and reinterpretation. While direct, unbroken lineages are difficult to trace, the seal's survival is due to a confluence of factors, including the preservation of ancient texts, the rediscovery of archaeological sites, and the rise of occultism in the 19th and 20th centuries. Key figures such as antiquarians, archaeologists, and esoteric scholars played a crucial role in keeping the seal alive, whether through academic study or occult practice. The seal may have even passed through secret societies. The 19th and 20th centuries witnessed a surge of interest in the occult, driven by factors such as the decline of traditional religion, increased global travel, and new discoveries in archaeology and anthropology. Increased travel around the world and better communications created new opportunities for studying the past. This created a fertile ground for the emergence of new esoteric traditions, which often drew inspiration from ancient sources, including the Seal of Baal. As people began to travel more, the syncretism of cultures created an environment for occultism to arise. Esoteric traditions, such as Hermeticism, Theosophy, and Wicca, profoundly influenced the modern interpretation of the Seal of Baal. These traditions often incorporated elements from various religious and philosophical systems, creating syncretic systems of belief and practice. Hermeticism, with its emphasis on alchemy and esoteric knowledge, provided a framework for understanding the seal as a symbol of hidden wisdom. Theosophy, with its focus on universal brotherhood and the synthesis of religions, integrated the seal into a broader spiritual narrative. Wicca, with its reverence for nature and ancient deities, reinterpreted BAAL as a nature god and a symbol of masculine energy. One figure looms large in the popularization of the seal of BAAL in contemporary culture, Aleister Crowley. This infamous British occultist incorporated the seal into his system of dilemma, associating it with the forces of chaos, rebellion, and the breaking of societal norms. Other prominent occultists followed suit, further cementing the seal's place in modern occultism. Because of his writings and prominence, Crowley shaped much of the modern view on many ancient seals. One of the most significant modern interpretations of the seal of BAAL is its association with chaos magic. Chaos magic is a contemporary occult tradition that emphasizes the power of belief and the ability to manipulate reality through focused intention. Practitioners of chaos magic often view the seal of BAAL as a sigil, a symbol charged with energy that can be used to tap into primal forces and energies. For them, the seal is not tied to a specific deity or tradition, but is rather a tool for achieving personal power and transformation. Is this a bastardization of the seal or a natural evolution? In contrast to chaos magic's more agnostic approach, some practitioners use the seal of BAAL within the context of demonolatry. Demonolatry is a modern form of demon worship that views demons, including BAAL, as powerful allies and guides rather than malevolent entities. Practitioners of demonolatry often use the seal of BAAL as a focal point for connecting with BAAL, invoking his power and seeking his guidance. It's important to note that this is not the same as the ancient worship of BAAL. It is a new syncretic version that is very different. Another context in which the seal of BAAL appears is sigil magic. Sigil magic is a technique for creating personalized symbols that represent specific desires or intentions. Practitioners often use the seal of BAAL as a template or inspiration for creating their own sigils, drawing upon its geometric shapes and symbolic elements. These personalized sigils are then charged with energy and used to manifest the desired outcome. This practice is distinct from simply venerating BAAL. Beyond occult circles, the seal of BAAL has also been appropriated in pop culture, appearing in video games, movies, books, and other forms of entertainment. In these contexts, the seal is often used as a shorthand for evil, darkness, or forbidden knowledge. The use in popular culture has also created a great deal of misinformation about the seal. How is the seal portrayed, and does it do justice to its history and cultural significance? Is it used respectfully, or is it sensationalized and misrepresented? Examples of occult rituals and ceremonies that incorporate the seal of BAAL can be found in various grimoires, textbooks, and websites dedicated to modern occultism. These rituals often involve chanting, meditation, visualization, and the use of other symbolic objects, such as candles, incense, and talismans. The seal of BAAL is typically placed at the center of the ritual space, serving as a focal point for the practitioner's intention and energy. What ritual elements are commonly present, and how do they contribute to the overall effect? Chaos magic practices that utilize the seal of BAAL often involve creating personalized sigils based on its geometric shapes and symbolic elements. These sigils are then charged with energy through various techniques, such as meditation, trance, or physical exertion. Practitioners may also perform energy work, visualizing the seal as a gateway to primal forces and directing that energy towards specific goals. For example, a practitioner may create a sigil based on the seal to increase their personal power or to influence a particular situation. What makes these rituals unique? Passages from demonolatry texts and websites describe BAAL as a powerful demon associated with strength, fertility, and dominion. He is often portrayed as a warrior king, a master of the elements, and a source of hidden knowledge. practitioners may use the seal of BAAL to invoke BAAL's presence, seeking his guidance, protection, or assistance in achieving their goals. For example, a practitioner may invoke BAAL to gain insight into a difficult situation or to overcome an obstacle. What powers does BAAL have? In pop culture, the seal of BAAL often appears as a visual symbol associated with evil or the occult. In video games, it may adorn the lairs of demons or the weapons of dark sorcerers. In movies, it may be found on ancient artifacts or within forbidden texts. In books, it may serve as a clue to a hidden mystery or a symbol of a character's descent into darkness. For example, the seal of BAAL may appear in a horror movie as a sign that something sinister is about to happen. How does this compare to the actual seal? In modern occultism, the symbolic meaning of the seal of BAAL has been reinterpreted to reflect contemporary beliefs and practices. Practitioners often view the seal as a representation of the individual's power to shape their own reality, reflecting the core tenets of chaos magic and other modern esoteric traditions. The seal, therefore, becomes a symbol of empowerment, encouraging individuals to take control of their lives and manifest their desires. Is this empowerment real or an illusion? The seal of BAAL is sometimes interpreted as a symbol of rebellion against established norms and authority, reflecting the countercultural spirit of many modern occult movements. By embracing the seal, practitioners may be seeking to challenge conventional beliefs, question traditional power structures, and forge their own path. Therefore, to use the seal is to be rebellious. How does this compare to its ancient origins? The seal of BAAL serves as a reminder of the enduring power of ancient symbols and beliefs, emphasizing their ability to inspire, empower, and transform individuals and societies. Despite the passage of centuries, the seal continues to resonate with people seeking meaning, purpose, and connection to something larger than themselves. It's a symbol that has remained for thousands of years. Why has it lasted so long? However, some religious groups express concerns about the use of the seal of BAAL in occult practices, viewing it as a symbol of evil or a gateway to demonic forces. They may fear that those who use the seal are dabbling in dangerous and potentially harmful energies. These fears often stem from a literal interpretation of religious texts that demonize BAAL and other ancient deities. Therefore, using demonic sigils may be seen as wrong. There are ethical considerations to using the seal of BAAL in magic and ritual. Manipulating forces and energies without proper knowledge and training carries potential risks. Occult literature is full of warnings about the dangers of summoning spirits or engaging in magical practices without adequate preparation and guidance. It may be best to only study the seal. What potential dangers are there? Cultural appropriation and misrepresentation are also concerns when using the seal of BAAL. Its historical and cultural origins must be respected. Using the seal without understanding its original context can lead to misunderstandings and misrepresentations. You may be spreading false information. How could this cultural appropriation occur, and what can be done to prevent it? It is important to acknowledge the limitations of our understanding of the seal of BAAL in modern occultism. Mysteries and unanswered questions surround its true meaning and purpose. There are always risks when dealing with ancient symbols and practices. There is always more to learn. How can people misinterpret the seal, and what consequences might arise? Despite these counterarguments, it is crucial to understand the seal of BAAL within its historical, cultural, and modern contexts, recognizing the diversity of interpretations and perspectives. The seal of BAAL is a versatile and adaptable symbol used for various purposes throughout history. It has changed and morphed with each culture that it has touched. In what ways has it changed over time? The seal of BAAL is more than just a symbol of evil or power. It reflects human creativity, imagination, and spiritual seeking. It is a testament to the enduring power of symbols to shape our beliefs, inspire our actions, and connect us to something larger than ourselves. It is a glimpse into the past, present, and future. What more does it tell us? Ultimately, understanding ancient symbols and beliefs helps us understand modern culture and society. The seal of BAAL and other ancient symbols continue to influence our world, shaping our art, literature, and even our political discourse. Recognizing their enduring relevance and influence is key to understanding ourselves and our place in the world. What can we learn from the past? Now let's transition to a deeper exploration of the potential power and dangers associated with the seal of BAAL. Could it hold hidden knowledge? Could it be a conduit to forces beyond our comprehension? Or could it be a dangerous trap, luring us towards destruction? Is the seal a key to unlocking hidden knowledge and power, or a dangerous trap that could lead to destruction? The answers may lie in ancient conspiracies and forgotten lore. What risks are there to exploring such a seal? As we delve deeper, we'll uncover the shocking secrets they don't want you to know. We've explored the seal of BAAL's ancient roots and its modern interpretations, but a crucial question remains. Is the seal merely a symbol, or could it be a key to unlocking hidden knowledge and manipulating powerful forces, as some esoteric traditions claim? This exploration will delve into those claims, but it's essential to proceed with caution, as dabbling in such matters without proper understanding carries immense risks. What are the biggest risks of using such a seal, and could ignorance amplify these dangers? The historical connections between the seal of BAAL and various secret societies are shrouded in mystery and speculation. Throughout history, numerous organizations have been linked to occult practices and political intrigue, and some have been alleged to have incorporated the seal of BAAL into their rituals and symbolism. The Knights Templar, for example, have been accused of worshipping Baphomet, a deity sometimes associated with BAAL. Freemasonry, with its complex symbolism and esoteric teachings, has also been linked to the seal, with some conspiracy theorists claiming that the organization uses it to control world events. The Illuminati, a secret society founded in Bavaria in the late 18th century, is another frequent target of conspiracy theories, with allegations that they use the seal of BAAL to manipulate governments and institutions. Who are the common figures and organizations attached to this seal, and what are their alleged motives? The rise of conspiracy theories linking the seal of BAAL to powerful individuals and organizations is a modern phenomenon, fueled by distrust of authority and a desire to understand the hidden forces shaping the world. These theories often claim that the seal is a symbol of control, used by powerful elites to manipulate the masses and maintain their grip on power. Some theories even suggest that the seal is a gateway to demonic forces, allowing these individuals and organizations to tap into supernatural power. However, the evidence supporting these claims is often circumstantial or based on misinterpretations of historical events and esoteric texts. Is this merely a case of connecting dots that aren't really there, or is there a genuine pattern hidden beneath the surface? The seal of BAAL has also found a place in various esoteric traditions, such as Freemasonry, Rosicrucianism, and other Hermetic orders. In these contexts, the seal is often viewed as a symbol of hidden knowledge and spiritual power, representing the individual's ability to master the forces of nature and achieve enlightenment. Freemasons, for example, may interpret the seal as a symbol of the divine architect, the creator of the universe. Rosicrucians may see it as a representation of the philosopher's stone, the alchemical substance that can transform base metals into gold. Other Hermetic orders may associate the seal with various esoteric principles, such as the law of correspondence, the law of vibration, and the law of attraction. How did these traditions pick up and use the seal of BAAL, and what specific meanings do they attribute to it? The influence of ancient mystery schools and their purported connection to the seal of BAAL adds another layer of intrigue to this already complex topic. These schools, such as the Eleusinian mysteries in ancient Greece and the Egyptian mystery schools, were centers of esoteric knowledge and initiation, where initiates were taught secret doctrines and practices. Some believe that these schools preserved a hidden lineage of knowledge, passed down through generations of initiates, and that the seal of BAAL may have been a part of this tradition. However, concrete evidence linking these schools directly to the seal of BAAL is scarce, leaving this connection largely in the realm of speculation. Is there a verifiable link, or is this simply a case of projecting modern interpretations onto ancient practices? The concept of hidden knowledge is central to the seal of BAAL's mystique. Some believe that the seal holds the secrets to manipulating reality, achieving enlightenment, and unlocking hidden dimensions of consciousness. This knowledge is said to be guarded by secret societies and esoteric orders, who initiate only those who are deemed worthy and capable of handling its power. The nature of this hidden knowledge is often described as esoteric, meaning that it is only accessible to those who have undergone specific training and initiation. It may involve understanding the hidden laws of the universe, mastering the power of the mind, or connecting with spiritual entities. Is this knowledge real, or is it merely a product of imagination and wishful thinking? The concept of ancient conspiracies is closely tied to the seal of BAAL. These theories propose that powerful groups have been secretly controlling world events for centuries, using hidden knowledge and occult practices to manipulate governments, economies, and social trends. The seal of BAAL is often seen as a symbol of this control, representing the hidden power wielded by these groups. Some conspiracy theories claim that these groups are descendants of ancient mystery schools or secret societies who have preserved a lineage of hidden knowledge and power throughout history. Others believe that they are motivated by a desire for wealth, power, or world domination. How do these conspiracies relate to the seal of BAAL, and what evidence supports their existence? The idea of esoteric power is another key element in the mythology surrounding the seal of BAAL. Some believe that the seal can be used to access hidden dimensions and energies, allowing practitioners to perform feats of magic, influence events from afar, and achieve superhuman abilities. This power is often described as a form of spiritual energy or cosmic force that can be harnessed through specific rituals and practices. Practitioners may believe that the seal acts as a conduit, connecting them to these hidden dimensions and energies. However, the existence of such power is highly debated, with skeptics dismissing it as mere superstition or psychological projection. What are the supposed benefits of wielding this esoteric power, and what are the potential downsides? However, the notion of dangerous knowledge also applies to the seal of BAAL. Seeking forbidden or misused knowledge can have dire consequences, leading to madness, corruption, and even destruction. The pursuit of power without wisdom or ethical considerations can be a dangerous path, and the seal of BAAL is often seen as a symbol of this danger. Some believe that the seal can attract negative entities or energies, leading to psychic attacks, possession, or other forms of spiritual harm. Others warn that the pursuit of forbidden knowledge can lead to a loss of innocence, a corruption of the soul, or a descent into darkness. Is the knowledge associated with the seal inherently dangerous, or does the danger lie in how it is used? Examples of alleged secret society rituals and ceremonies that incorporate the seal of BAAL are difficult to verify, but some accounts can be found in historical texts, leaked documents, and whistleblower testimonies. Some sources describe elaborate rituals involving chanting, meditation, and the use of symbolic objects, such as candles, incense, and talismans. The seal of BAAL is often placed at the center of the ritual space, serving as a focal point for the practitioner's intention and energy. Other sources describe more elaborate ceremonies involving human sacrifice, sexual rituals, or other dark practices. However, these accounts are often sensationalized or unreliable and should be treated with skepticism. What details are consistently reported across these accounts, and what might that suggest? Conspiracy theories linking the seal of BAAL to specific historical events often cite wars, revolutions, and economic crises as evidence of its influence. For example, some theories claim that the French Revolution was orchestrated by secret societies using the seal of BAAL to overthrow the monarchy and establish a new world order. Others claim that the seal was used to manipulate the stock market crash of 1929, enriching powerful elites at the expense of ordinary people. Still others claim that the seal is used to foment wars and conflicts, profiting from the chaos and destruction. However, these theories often lack concrete evidence and rely on speculative connections between unrelated events. To what extent can such claims be substantiated, and what alternative explanations exist for these historical events? Passages from esoteric texts and websites describe the powers and abilities associated with the seal of BAAL in varying ways. Some sources claim that the seal can grant the practitioner invincibility, immortality, or the ability to control the elements. Others claim that it can unlock hidden psychic powers, such as telepathy, clairvoyance, or precognition. Still others claim that it can allow the practitioner to travel to other dimensions, communicate with spirits, or access forbidden knowledge. These powers are often described as being both beneficial and dangerous, capable of being used for good or evil. How can these powers be used for both good and evil, and what determines which path is chosen? The seal of BAAL has made its way into contemporary pop culture, appearing in movies, video games, and books that portray it as a symbol of hidden knowledge and power. In some cases, the seal is used as a shorthand for evil, representing the forces of darkness and destruction. In other cases, it is portrayed as a more ambiguous symbol, representing the potential for both good and evil. In still other cases, it is used as a symbol of rebellion against established authority, representing the countercultural spirit of many esoteric traditions. For example, the seal may appear in a horror movie as a sign of demonic possession, or in a fantasy novel as a symbol of a powerful magical artifact. How is the seal portrayed in these different contexts, and what does this say about its cultural significance? The symbolic meaning of the seal of BAAL in relation to the concepts of hidden knowledge, secret societies, and esoteric power is multifaceted and open to interpretation. On one level, the seal can be seen as a representation of the human desire for knowledge, power, and control, reflecting both the potential for greatness and the risk of corruption. On another level, it can be seen as a symbol of rebellion against established authority, reflecting the countercultural spirit of many secret societies and esoteric traditions. Ultimately, the seal of BAAL serves as a reminder of the enduring power of ancient symbols and beliefs, emphasizing their ability to inspire, manipulate, and transform individuals and societies. How are these different interpretations connected, and what do they reveal about the human psyche? The seal of BAAL can also be interpreted as a representation of the human desire for knowledge, power, and control, reflecting both the potential for greatness and the risk of corruption. The pursuit of knowledge, especially forbidden knowledge, can be a dangerous path, leading to pride, hubris, and unintended consequences. The desire for power can corrupt even the most well-intentioned individuals, leading them to abuse their authority and exploit others. The need for control can stifle creativity, innovation, and personal growth. Therefore, the seal acts as a warning. How can these negative consequences be avoided, and what safeguards can be put in place? The seal of BAAL, as a symbol of rebellion against established authority, reflects the countercultural spirit of many secret societies and esoteric traditions. These groups often challenge conventional beliefs, question traditional power structures, and seek to forge their own path, even if it means defying societal norms. The seal of BAAL, in this context, becomes a symbol of resistance, representing the individual's right to think for themselves, question authority, and pursue their own spiritual path. However, this rebellion can also lead to chaos, anarchy, and the breakdown of social order. How can the desire for freedom and autonomy be balanced with the need for structure and stability? The seal of BAAL serves as a reminder of the enduring power of ancient symbols and beliefs, emphasizing their ability to inspire, manipulate, and transform individuals and societies. Despite the passage of centuries, the seal continues to resonate with people seeking meaning, purpose, and connection to something larger than themselves. Its ability to evoke strong emotions, trigger deep memories, and inspire powerful actions is a testament to the enduring power of symbols. As such, symbols should be taken seriously. Why do ancient symbols continue to exert such a strong influence on modern minds? Skepticism surrounding the claims of hidden knowledge and ancient conspiracies related to the seal of BAAL is warranted, given the lack of concrete evidence and the potential for misinterpretation. Many conspiracy theories are based on speculation, conjecture, and biased interpretations of historical events. The existence of secret societies and esoteric orders is often exaggerated, and their influence on world events is often overstated. The power of ancient symbols and beliefs is often misunderstood, leading to exaggerated claims and sensationalized accounts. Where does the evidence consistently fail to hold up under scrutiny, and what alternative explanations are more plausible? The ethical considerations of seeking forbidden knowledge and manipulating powerful forces cannot be ignored. The potential dangers of pride, hubris, and unintended consequences are real and should be taken seriously. Those who seek to wield the power of the seal of BAAL should be aware of the potential risks and be prepared to accept responsibility for their actions. The pursuit of knowledge and power should always be tempered by wisdom, compassion, and a strong moral compass. What are the long-term ethical implications of pursuing forbidden knowledge, and how can they be mitigated? The potential for misinformation and manipulation in the context of conspiracy theories is a serious concern, emphasizing the importance of critical thinking and fact-checking. Conspiracy theories can be harmful, leading to distrust, division, and even violence. It is essential to approach these theories with skepticism, to evaluate the evidence carefully, and to rely on credible sources of information. The spread of misinformation can have real-world consequences, and it is everyone's responsibility to combat it. Therefore, skepticism should always be applied. How can individuals develop critical thinking skills and resist the allure of misinformation? The limitations of our understanding of the seal of BAAL in relation to hidden knowledge and secret societies must be acknowledged, recognizing that there are still many mysteries and unanswered questions surrounding its true meaning and purpose. Despite centuries of research and speculation, much about the seal remains unknown. The true nature of hidden knowledge, the existence of secret societies, and the power of ancient symbols are all matters of debate and uncertainty. The seal of BAAL, therefore, should be approached with humility, curiosity, and a willingness to accept the unknown. What specific questions about the seal of BAAL remain unanswered, and what avenues of research might help to shed light on them? Despite these caveats, it is important to understand the seal of BAAL within its historical, cultural, modern, and conspiratorial contexts, recognizing the diversity of interpretations and perspectives. The seal is not simply a symbol of evil or power, but a complex and multifaceted representation of human curiosity, ambition, and the search for meaning. Its enduring presence in art, literature, and popular culture is a testament to its power to inspire, provoke, and challenge our understanding of the world. Its meaning must be understood within its historical context. What can we learn from studying the diverse interpretations of the seal across different cultures and time periods? The seal of BAAL is more than just a symbol of evil or power. It is a reflection of human curiosity, ambition, and the search for meaning. It embodies our desire to understand the mysteries of the universe, to control our own destiny, and to connect with something larger than ourselves. It represents both the potential for greatness and the risk of corruption, the promise of enlightenment and the threat of destruction. It is a reminder that the pursuit of knowledge and power is a double-edged sword, capable of both elevating and destroying us. Therefore, it is dangerous. What does the seal ultimately reveal about the human condition? The significance of understanding ancient symbols and beliefs cannot be overstated. Understanding ancient symbols and beliefs is essential for understanding modern culture and society, emphasizing their enduring relevance and influence. The seal of BAAL, along with other ancient symbols, continues to shape our art, literature, religion, and even our political discourse. By studying these symbols, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our history, and our place in the world. By recognizing their power, we can use them more wisely and responsibly. How can the study of ancient symbols and beliefs help us to navigate the challenges of the modern world? This leads us to a pivotal question. Is the seal of BAAL a key to power or a dangerous trap? Could it be a source of enlightenment and empowerment, or a path to destruction and despair? What does this seal unlock in humanity, and is humanity ready for what it reveals? In the next section, we will explore the personal responsibility and moral implications of wielding such a symbol, and consider whether the potential rewards outweigh the inherent risks. Prepare yourself, for what we uncover next will challenge your very perception of reality. Are you prepared to face the darkness within yourself and the world around you? Is the seal of BAAL a key to power or a dangerous trap? The answer, perhaps unsettlingly, lies not within the seal itself, but within the wielder. It is a tool capable of immense construction or devastating destruction, its purpose dictated solely by the intent and morality of the one who holds it. The seal, in this light, acts as a lens, focusing and amplifying pre-existing traits. Is it merely a magnifying glass held up to the soul, revealing the true nature of the user, for better or worse? Throughout history, individuals and groups have relentlessly pursued power through occult means, often with tragic results that bear no connection to the seal of BAAL itself. Consider the enigmatic figure of Grigory Rasputin, who, in the waning years of Tsarist Russia, managed to exert immense influence over the royal family. Rasputin's rise to power was fueled by his perceived ability to heal the Tsar's hemophiliac son, Alexei, and his growing influence over Tsarina Alexandra. He used a potent blend of charisma, religious fervor, and purported mystical abilities to gain access to the inner circle of power. But unchecked ambition and the seductive nature of forbidden influence ultimately led to Rasputin's downfall, as his political meddling and scandalous behavior alienated him from the aristocracy and contributed to the growing unrest that would eventually engulf Russia. Was Rasputin's hunger for power, irrespective of the seal, the true catalyst for his demise? What lessons can we learn from his insatiable appetite for control? Different religions and ethical systems offer stark warnings against the unchecked pursuit of occult power, emphasizing the importance of humility and the dangers of hubris. Hubris, that excessive pride and self-confidence that blinds individuals to their own limitations, is often portrayed as the fatal flaw that leads to downfall. In ancient Greek tragedies, characters like Oedipus and Creon are undone by their hubris, their inability to recognize their own fallibility and the limits of their power. Similarly, many religious traditions warn against the dangers of seeking knowledge or power that belongs only to the divine. In the Bible, the story of the Tower of Babel serves as a cautionary tale about humanity's attempt to reach the heavens through its own efforts, resulting in confusion and division. Does the pursuit of forbidden knowledge inevitably lead to hubris? Is humility the only shield against the corrupting influence of power? But what does it truly mean to be trapped by power? The misuse of occult knowledge can lead to a variety of psychological and spiritual consequences, including a loss of control, spiritual corruption, and unintended consequences. Spiritual corruption manifests as a gradual erosion of one's moral compass, a diminishing sense of empathy, and an increasing willingness to justify unethical actions in the name of power. Loss of control can occur when the practitioner underestimates the forces they are attempting to manipulate, leading to unpredictable and potentially dangerous outcomes. Unintended consequences are the unforeseen and often negative effects of one's actions, which can ripple outwards and affect not only the practitioner, but also those around them. Can one truly wield the seal of BAAL without being changed by it? What does corruption look like in the soul? One of the most well-known cautionary tales is that of Faust, the brilliant but dissatisfied scholar who makes a pact with the devil, Mephistopheles, in exchange for knowledge, pleasure, and power. In Christopher Marlowe's play Dr. Faustus, Faustus initially revels in his newfound abilities, conjuring spirits, performing magic, and impressing kings. However, as time goes on, he becomes increasingly disillusioned, realizing that his pact has come at the cost of his soul. Despite his attempts to repent, Faustus is ultimately dragged down to hell, a stark warning about the dangers of seeking forbidden knowledge and the tragic consequences of selling one's soul for worldly gain. Does the pursuit of ultimate knowledge inevitably lead to the loss of one's soul? Can true satisfaction ever be found in forbidden pursuits? The story of the Knights Templar also offers a cautionary lesson about the potential for spiritual corruption in the pursuit of power. While the Templars were initially founded as a military order to protect Christian pilgrims in the Holy Land, they eventually amassed great wealth and influence, becoming a powerful financial institution in Europe. Some historians and conspiracy theorists believe that the Templars also engaged in esoteric practices and sought to acquire secret knowledge, possibly related to the seal of BAAL. However, the Templars' growing power and wealth eventually aroused the suspicion and envy of King Philip IV of France, who, with the support of Pope Clement V, launched a brutal persecution against the order, accusing them of heresy and other crimes. Whether or not the Templars were truly guilty of the charges against them, their downfall serves as a reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the potential for those in positions of authority to abuse their power for personal gain. Was the Templars' pursuit of occult power their undoing, or were they simply victims of political machinations? Did their secrets lead to their destruction? The legend of Atlantis, the advanced civilization that was said to have been destroyed by a cataclysmic event, also carries a warning about the misuse of power. According to Plato's account in the Timaeus and Critias dialogues, the Atlanteans were once a virtuous and enlightened people, but they eventually became corrupted by their own power and technology. They grew arrogant and aggressive, attempting to conquer other nations and ultimately provoking the wrath of the gods, who destroyed their island civilization in a single day and night. The story of Atlantis is often interpreted as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked technological advancement, environmental destruction, and the abuse of power. What are the limits of technology? Is there a point where progress becomes self-destructive? Even the story of King Midas, whose touch turned everything to gold, highlights the dangers of unchecked greed and ambition. Initially delighted with his newfound power, Midas soon realizes that his golden touch has become a curse, as he is unable to eat, drink, or even embrace his own daughter without turning them into inanimate objects. Midas's story serves as a reminder that material wealth and worldly power are not the ultimate sources of happiness, and that true fulfillment comes from simpler things like love, compassion, and connection with others. What happens when our dreams come true? What do we truly value in life? These cautionary tales reveal recurring themes: the seductive nature of power, the dangers of hubris, and the importance of ethical boundaries. They serve as stark warnings against the pursuit of knowledge without wisdom, ambition without morality, and control without compassion. Pride, greed, and a lack of respect for the natural order often lead to downfall. These stories echo across cultures and centuries, reminding us that true power lies not in domination, but in balance, humility, and a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. Why do these stories persist and resonate so deeply within the human psyche? However, it's crucial to acknowledge that the pursuit of occult knowledge is not inherently destructive, and not everyone who seeks such knowledge is destined to fail. History offers examples of individuals who have used occult practices for positive purposes, such as healing, spiritual growth, and social change. Hildegard of Bingen, a 12th-century Benedictine abbess, was a visionary mystic, composer, and writer who used her spiritual insights to promote healing, education, and social justice. Paracelsus, a 16th-century Swiss physician and alchemist, sought to understand the hidden forces of nature in order to develop new medicines and treatments for disease. Even in contemporary times, some individuals use occult practices like meditation, energy healing, and shamanism to promote personal growth, emotional well-being, and social transformation. What distinguishes these individuals from those who succumb to the darker side of occultism? What are the keys to responsible practice? The crucial difference lies in intent, ethics, and self-awareness. Those who approach occult knowledge with humility, respect, and a genuine desire to help others are more likely to use it for positive purposes. A strong ethical framework, guided by principles of compassion, justice, and non-harm, can help to prevent the misuse of power. Self-awareness, the ability to recognize one's own limitations, biases, and shadow aspects, is essential for maintaining balance and avoiding the pitfalls of hubris. Can power be used for good? What determines the difference between a healer and a charlatan? While it is tempting to view all forbidden knowledge with suspicion, some argue that the pursuit of knowledge, even that which is deemed dangerous, is a noble endeavor. As long as it is guided by good intentions and a respect for others, the quest for understanding can lead to profound discoveries and transformative insights. The pursuit of knowledge can challenge conventional beliefs, break down barriers to understanding, and empower individuals to create positive change in the world. Is there such a thing as forbidden knowledge, or is all knowledge inherently neutral, its value determined solely by its application? Is ignorance truly bliss? Therefore, the seal of BAAL is neither a purely benevolent key to enlightenment nor an inherently malevolent trap. Instead, it is a reflection of human nature itself, embodying our capacity for both great good and unspeakable evil. The dangers of seeking power without wisdom, knowledge without understanding, and ambition without ethical boundaries are real and well documented. The choice, ultimately, lies with each individual. What choices will you make when presented with the allure of forbidden knowledge? This exploration emphasizes the significance of personal responsibility, ethical considerations, and the crucial importance of respecting the forces of nature and the divine when working with occult knowledge and power. The seal of BAAL, therefore, serves as a powerful symbol of human potential and human fallibility, a constant reminder of the choices we face and the consequences that follow. The power of the seal, it seems, only reveals the power we had all along. What does this reveal about humanity? If the seal of BAAL is merely a tool, a focusing lens for existing power, what then is the ultimate source of that power? What ancient entities, cosmic forces, or hidden dimensions lie behind the seal, waiting to be awakened? And perhaps more importantly, what will you do with this knowledge? In the next section, we will delve into the origins of the forces said to be connected to BAAL, exploring their nature, their intentions, and their potential impact on those who dare to invoke them. Prepare yourself to confront the terrifying possibilities that lie hidden beneath the surface of reality. As we draw our exploration of the seal of BAAL to a close, it is important to acknowledge the intricate tapestry of interpretations, historical accounts, and occult beliefs we have woven together. From ancient Canaanite storm god to a symbol of rebellion and hidden knowledge, the seal has revealed itself to be a multifaceted enigma, defying simple categorization. But is the seal of BAAL a dangerous symbol, a source of ancient power, or something else entirely? The answer, as we have discovered, is far more complex than any single definition could capture. Our journey has taken us from the sun-baked lands of ancient Canaan, where BAAL was worshipped as a life-giving deity, to the shadowy corners of modern occult practices, where the seal is invoked for purposes both noble and nefarious. We have traced the seal's evolution, observing how its meaning has shifted and transformed across cultures and centuries. The seal's transformation from a symbol of a storm god to a representation of hidden knowledge, esoteric power, and rebellion against established norms, reveals the human capacity to reinterpret and imbue symbols with new significance. Understanding the historical, cultural, and modern contexts of the seal is crucial to avoid misinterpretations and cultural appropriation, ensuring we approach this potent symbol with respect and discernment. Throughout this journey, we have analyzed the seal of BAAL as a reflection of human nature, capable of both great good and unspeakable evil. The seal, it seems, is a mirror reflecting humanity's eternal dance with power. This exploration, however, extends far beyond the confines of an ancient symbol. This isn't just about an ancient symbol. It's about our enduring search for understanding and control over the forces that shape our world. The seal of BAAL touches upon the universal human quest for knowledge, power, and meaning. We are driven to decipher the mysteries that surround us, to harness the energies that flow through the cosmos, and to find our place within the grand scheme of existence. But with this quest comes profound ethical considerations. What are the responsibilities that accompany such knowledge? What are the potential consequences of unchecked ambition? What does the seal of BAAL tell us about the nature of power itself? Is it inherently good or evil, or does it simply amplify the intentions of the wielder? There are no easy answers, and the implications of the seal of BAAL extend far beyond its historical and cultural origins, forcing us to confront the shadows within ourselves and the world around us. Ultimately, the seal of BAAL is a tool, no more, no less. The true power lies not within the symbol itself, but within the individual's choices and moral compass. Perhaps the seal, with its intricate imagery and potent geometry, can be seen as a method of containing chaos, both internal and external. Just as a skilled craftsman uses tools to shape raw materials into something beautiful and functional, so too can we use symbols like the seal of BAAL to shape our own lives and the world around us. What will you do with this realization? How will you wield this symbol if given the opportunity? Reflect on your own beliefs and values and consider the path you would choose. The seal of BAAL remains a testament to the enduring power of symbols, reflecting both our highest aspirations and our darkest fears. Its full story is part of humanity's story. If you found this exploration informative or thought-provoking, please give this video a like. If you're eager to explore more stories like this, uncover hidden truths, and dive deeper into esoteric traditions, don't forget to subscribe and become a part of our community. We have so much more to uncover together. We will be exploring other ancient symbols, their origins, and their enduring impact on modern culture, so activate the bell so you don't miss anything. If you're looking for content that challenges conventional thinking and dives deep into the hidden corners of history, this is the channel for you. May your quest for knowledge continue.